It is Friday and it is lots of weird energies. This is Miriana.
Hi.
Miriana is a energy healer and psychic medium, and she's also my Reiki teacher, and I'm very excited to be here with her today. And we thought that we would talk about the new moon energy.
Yes. New moon always brings, as full moon as well, brings lots of stuff for everyone. So either you follow it or you're not, you are definitely affected by it. So with the new moon, it is time to bring new stuff and new things what you want to attract in your life. So I do like to do like little ritual that I put down on a piece of paper, all things that I want to achieve for this month.
Yep.
And not just achieve, but to attract, because it is more of putting intention there, so then you can bring it up. And then I always clean the space, so it is important that you do like even little dusting or vacuuming, whatever that represents cleaning at a time for you. And then you do clearing.
Let's be honest, because you love burning and saging everywhere.
Yes.
So you do a bit of that?
Yeah. So I burn everything.
She does. It's great. So fun.
If you have some bay leaves that you didn't use, they're really good to be burnt. They do get rid of negative energies, and I do believe then they replenish, I think, flies.
Do they?
If you burn bay leaf. Yeah.
Not as in bring flies. Repel flies.
Repel flies.
Repel. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said like replenish, as in
No,
like build them up.
no,
Repel. Okay,
repel
that's okay.
flies.
We do not want to replenish the
No.
flies or the mosquitoes at the moment.
So rosemary.
Yep.
It is another one that I do really like to burn. So
I might have told the story before that when we first moved in, I set off the smoke alarms in our house. Here, it's pretty safe. Miriam doesn't have to worry about it. But I need to know, because I know that bay leaves are very smoky. What about rosemary? Is it very smoky?
not as bay leaves.
Not as smoky.
Not as smoky.
Okay.
But if you burn 1 or 2 bay leaves, you'll be safe.
Yep.
And I did find out when you're
She
burning...
does like a whole branch.
Yeah. So when you're burning bay leaves, if there is energy that needs to be cleared out, the bay leaf for some reason releases really thick black smoke.
Who is going to go and experiment with this immediately? I am, because I've still got some bay leaves that you gave me.
So otherwise it is dark like white sage. It's for a reason called white sage. It does have that white smoke.
Yeah.
But bay leaves, they have darker smoke. And I find out when it's energy to be released, and if it's a bit sticky or negative energy, they somehow make a really loud noise, and the smoke is black.
Yeah, I've seen it when the leaves actually like crackle more, or the sort of embers a bit more.
So that's crackling. It's not so much involved with that.
Is that more the oil in the leaves?
It is more,
Right.
But the smoke of it, to me, it does really connect with those sticky.
I haven't done bay leaf enough to know, so I'm going to experiment that. I've got a question. Some people say that you should have the doors open when you're cleansing the space with burning something. Is that right? Or the windows, so that it goes out, or it's more about intention?
It is more about intention.
Yeah.
So I do, when I have a chance, I do like to open them all. But if it's raining outside, I'll rather do clearing than not. Yep. So and it is just you intentionally ask, because all those energies, they come in either doors, it's closed or not.
That is true. So, we can just drag them in on our bodies, can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way they can come out, but it's better to do it than not.
Okay, so you've written down on a piece of paper the things you want to bring in.
Yes.
And then you've cleansed the space.
And then I usually burn that piece of paper and give that to universe, for the universe to bring that back.
So do you do that outside or inside, or it doesn't matter? Inside?
Inside.
And do you say something, or do you just think, or how do you do that?
I just think of that about putting intention and really ask. You don't have to do it. If you want to do it out loud, fine, but I keep it quiet. So I just really wish in me. So you need to feel in your heart, not in your head, that universe takes care of that. So, yeah.
And I love the idea of, I read somewhere that when you burn things, that you're just sort of releasing them into other dimensions. And I love the visualization of that when I'm doing it.
Yes, because nothing actually dies. Every energy never dies, just changes the form. So that way, whatever it's written on that piece of paper, you're releasing that it's changing the form and it's going to universe. So.
And is there anything else you do at the new moon?
I do. Also, like if I have a chance to go for a swim for the new moon, to sort of cleanse my body, or if don't have a chance to go for a swim, I do have a shower. Mm-hmm. So, but that's intentional shower. That's not just going to shower, it's everyday shower. That's intentional shower to cleanse the energy.
And do you, again, visualize it or think about it, or you just, it's the purpose that you step into the shower?
The purpose when I'm stepping into shower, when I'm putting water down, when I see water starting coming out of the shower, I ask that water to cleanse my body.
And I've got a question. A lot of people love baths, and if you are bathing, like if you're wanting to cleanse your energy, can you have a bath, or is sitting in the bath water, is that not helpful? It's like, does that not cleanse? Do you know what I mean?
It is different, but in that case, when you unplug the bath, well, you're still in it.
Okay.
Not when you're out of the bath.
Gotcha.
So once you're still in it, if you unplug and just ask that water to take the energy, how you get up from the water, the other part will go. So.
And I guess, is there anything that you would say to people who maybe haven't done one of these things before? Like what, anyway, aside from sort of creating a ritual around it, is there anything else?
The main thing is to have intention. Mm-hmm. So even if you're super busy, or like it can happen that you're traveling, that you're spending the day traveling from here to Europe or whatever, that you cannot do those things. The main thing is just to get that 5 minutes of quiet time with yourself and put intention what you want for the new moon, without of even putting anything on a paper. It can still be in your head, in your heart.
That's cool. I've got a question, because I like to give myself permission to not have to do something at an assigned time in case I can't make it work. We were on time today, by the way, just for those of you watching later. I have a real problem with the 1:30s. But anyway, if it is like in the period of time around that, is that what you're saying there as well? That it's about the intention of that new moon. So it can be sort of within a
day
or
before,
so,
day after. So it can be, the longest then there is energy of a full moon. So energy of a full moon, it starts probably about 12 to 20 hours before new moon, and it stays a bit longer.
And sometimes they're more like bigger energy, right?
So and that way, the longest that you do those around those periods. But if you're really busy, if you just take the time to set your mind on a new moon and send the intention, that's all you need to do.
That's so cool.
So you can simplify everything.
I love this, because we want to make it fit into our modern world, like witches in the modern world.
Yes,
but good witches.
And also, if you keep a journal of your sleeping, you will find out that your sleeping pattern is different on a new moon.
I had 2 hours sleep last night. I would say, in fact, my Oura ring picked it up as a nap. Right? So I actually have found that the more energy work that I do, the more sensitive I am to the moon. And even though I have been going to bed and asking to get a good night's rest, it has not been happening. And so I really need to work on that, because I'm feeling pretty exhausted. But it's interesting noticing the effect that you feel, and it's like you just don't really quite feel like yourself, but you're not wrong or anything, but it's just like, it's just not working like it normally does.
Yes, but also in nature, the time will ask you to rest. So there is no moon, it's dark, so you don't go out to wander around at night, so you will just
like both of us did last night.
Yes.
Anyway,
so it is time that you should rest your body and be kind to yourself. So
And what about if people want to have a reading with you? How would they get in touch with you? I will obviously link your Instagram on here.
If you link me on Instagram, so just send me a text and I'll get in contact with you.
And do you do that just in person, like you're in Sydney, or do you do it online? How do you do it?
Both, in person and online.
Okay.
So I do have clients all over the world. So any time zone, I'll find time to fit it.
Beautiful. Alrighty. Well, wishing everybody an amazing new moon. Galinda, special hi to you. And this
something.
is Miriana. You guys have to meet. But burn something.
Something.
My kids love burning things. I love doing the rituals with the children as well. They really dig the burning of stuff. But
yes.
Yeah. And sorry, I'm going to actually just go on a little bit. So the full moon, you would do release, right?
Yes.
So I love release with children because I think often they can hold things in more.
That does really help children, and just putting anything on a piece of paper. So even teacher's name, it's fine. Nothing is going to happen to a teacher, but the energy between child and a teacher will transform. So new moon, it's energy of attracting things, and full moon is time to release things.
I didn't ask you if you use, because we're both essential oil obsessed. Is there some kind of oils that you use with either of those rituals, or is it just what you're guided to?
Oh, okay.
You can get them.
I'll get them.
I'll just hold the fort. I'll just get them. You should see, it's like there's a little collection over here along with all the crystals and all of the things. Oh, my hands are full. You wait till you see this.
So, here is, I believe, 11 of them. You can start reading.
Is this your daily?
This is my daily thing. Either it's new moon, full moon, or any other day.
And so do you, I guess probably, we don't have to, they can reach out to you if they want to know exactly what. But my question would be, do you use all of these in one ritual, or is it just what you're guided to out of these regular ones?
For all this.
Yeah.
That
or this is for your healings?
This is what I do for healings, but also what I do for myself. Especially if I know that I'm going to leave the house that day, that I do put all of that on myself.
All your protective stuff.
And they go from the earth chakra, so from like Vala that I put on bottom of my feet, to like white angelica, then goes on top of my head and in my aura. You
just mentioned the word chakra, which brings me to
Yes.
the fact that Miriana is going to be running a chakra course this year.
Yes.
In fact, 2 levels, I think.
Yes, it will have to be 2 levels. Beginner's level will be one for the people just to understand chakras and how they operate. And level 2 will be for practitioners or people who do want to go into healing chakras.
Cool. And so will you be keeping a list of people that you'll keep apprised of when that comes about?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then also I'm going to say, because am I allowed to say it about yesterday?
Yeah.
So yesterday I got my Reiki master, which I'm super chuffed about. It hasn't really sunk in yet. I'm like, oh, I'm a different person. I don't know what's going on. But Miriana will also be doing more Reiki attunements this year, right?
Yes. So there's going to be more Reiki teachings, as I do feel that everyone should have at least Reiki 1, just to help you with your day-to-day stuff. That is skill, a tool that you can have just for yourself and your family. You don't need to be a healer in order to heal. Yeah, let me...
it's like holding some eggs.
You don't need to work as a healer or be a healer to start learning energy. I do believe that we're all born with it. That is just when I do enchantment that I'm opening up the channels and connecting you with energy, so then you can access your own healing energy.
And hopefully you'll get to sleep though during the full moon. Alrighty, well have an amazing weekend, have an amazing new moon. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. And any question, just send us a text.
We love questions. We actually like really hard questions, so please do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go deepest as you want.
Let's do it.
Bye.